Good morning, everyone. My name is Tim. I'm a full-time eBay reseller from Northwest Montana, doing over 200,000 a year in sales. And on this channel, I live pack my orders for everyone to see, so maybe you can know what to pick up too. I also like to chat with people while I do it live. I do this Monday through Thursday mornings around the same time. Today we are starting a little late. I had a friend who wanted to get some coffee, and so I said, yes, I'll grab coffee and then I'll throw the stream up. Today we got 9 orders going out for a little over 400 bucks. We'll get started. A lot of shoes going out today. But this first one obviously is not a shoe. I have a liquidation contact for Hallmark ornaments that I've done the last few years, and so I sell them slowly over the year. And here is one Glinda from Wicked. I bet the bump of the new movie probably helped this one move. All sale, but a good one. We got 17 bucks about for this Glinda. And let me go grab this guy. So if you are popping in, if this is your first time, I'd love to hear you in chat. If it's your first time here on the replay, throw something in chat too, in the comments, so I know you're watching. Got all sorts of people. Got people from California, Ohio, Australia, all sorts of people have been chiming in. It's been great. I forgot what box this is supposed to be in. February 5th, box 3. Let's grab Glinda. There we are. I need to consolidate these totes back here. I'm going to eventually get a camera that shows a bigger view so you can see what's going on in the back. But there she is, Glinda. I think this will fit in my normal 8x6x4. Yes, she will. A little tight, but better than going up on the thighs. Yeah, we're doing a lot of shoes today. There's my tape. I'm about to run out of tape too. We're doing a lot of shoes today. I listed about 17 pairs yesterday. I averaged 12 listings a day, so it's a little more than usual. But I've found, and maybe you found the same, that eBay likes it when you list a certain category, because when you list a certain category, more items from that category sell. Just old items that maybe you haven't touched in a while randomly will just start selling because you listed in that category. So it's really nice, a nice strategy to try to stay as consistent as you can across your eBay categories. Now, of course, this is not official information from eBay. This is all just speculation, but it's very, very strong anecdotal evidence we have that when you list in a certain category, items from that category sell. Now, I don't structure my day around trying to sell certain items from that category. I structure my time of like doing one category at a time to streamline my processes. Get in there. But anecdotally, we have found that that's true most of the time. Is like when I start listing the shoes, when I start listing the boots, old shoes, old boots sell. That's just kind of how it goes. Same with the book. If I get a load of books, I throw a bunch out at the same time. All of a sudden, the offers start pouring in on the rest of my books. So that's just kind of how it goes. So start with this small still, 8x6x4. And 12 ounces, we calculated correctly. Glinda going out. Haven't seen the new Wicked yet. I want to see the new Wicked. I was a music teacher for 10 years, and I do appreciate some musical theater. I thought they did a really nice job with the first one. Of course, they're extending it stupid long so they could do a 2-parter. Like, everything gets ridiculously extended these days. In fact, they made The Hobbit into 3 movies after doing Lord of the Rings in 1 per book. But yeah, I need to go watch that. It's now, I think it's finally streaming, so I don't have to pay for that anymore. Eddie Bauer boots. All right, we got these guys going out. They're nice harness boots. Really no comps on these with the biker western kind of stuff, kind of look on the Eddie Bauers. Eddie Bauer is not a strong brand. I'm not picking Eddie Bauer up normally, but these are leather harness boots, very much like that Fry style. So they're going to go out and make 27 bucks. So these are $330. I did just list these. They went in like a couple days. So good hits on the boots. Pretty much any style like this. Where are you guys? pretty much any style that's got that harness on it and is made of leather, like I'm still just gonna sell. And these are really clean. So even though it's Eddie Bauer, like they're gonna make a few bucks here. I'll throw them in a box because I think the buyer is expecting a box when you're buying fashion boots like this, and they're pretty clean. If they were beat up and already beat up, I probably wouldn't throw them in this box. But I think that whoever's buying these is gonna care. And there's my tape. My tape finally right now. They're gonna care what they look like, what the presentation is when they get to them. So we're gonna put these in a box. I use the same size box for most of my fashion boots. Most of my bigger shoes is a 14 by 10 by 6. They should fit nicely in here because they're women's. They're men's, they wouldn't quite fit. I'd have to go up size on those. I find myself picking up more boots, more shoes than I ever have before. Something like, I did the math the other day. Like a quarter of my store now has become boots and shoes. Finding a lot of opportunity on these guys at my local bins and thrifts. And so a lot of these have been thrifted. Some are coming from estate sales though, from over the summer. These ones I believe were thrifted. Oh no, I might need to go up one size. Yeah, don't want to cram them in there. They're pretty close. I'm going to say that's good. I don't think the toes are going to rub too much. Yeah, I have to angle them a little bit, but they're going to be just fine in that box. Get those out of here. Beautiful. I love selling boots. Got a lot of boots up in the Northwest here. This style is very in. I've also wondered about getting a booth. I've got friends in the reselling space who have booths and do quite well. And they do well with stuff like this. Like, I bet you could throw these in a booth and get 50 bucks. You know what I mean? First from the right person coming into town, wanting to look like a cowboy for the weekend, because we're kind of a tourist location. But I just haven't put the time into trying to secure one. Because, man, those spaces are competitive around here. We got UGG Australian sheepskin boots, women's. These are... They got this nice wedge on them on the heel. They took about a month to sell, and we got full price coming out of these guys. They are knee high. I'll have to grab my big box for these. 2, 10. Let's find these. More and more, I'm skipping on UGGs, and they're very style based. They have to be clean. They have to be the right kind. Oh, these are really high up. And these are clean, and they are the right kind. Got that nice wedge heel with the crepe sole. So there you go. Beautiful. And a lot of the UGGs I used to pick up, I'm not picking up anymore. They have to be really good in condition. They have to be the right style. Any knee-high boots like this, even they're UGG, made of shearling, like we're grabbing them because these are always going to sell. But you know, the same boot without the wedge, the same boot that's not knee high, that's just maybe calf height, and then, you know, has a good considerable amount of wear. Like, those aren't selling like they used to. So they got to be clean, they got to be tall, they got to have that heel on them that people are looking for. And you can get some decent money. I'll have people often, especially at the bins, good, well-meaning people. Everyone's trying to help out. We'll offer UGGs, and I usually can't say yes to the UGGs when they're like, oh, hey, I know you sell stuff. You want these? No, thank you. Because usually I can't move the UGGs, but Every once in a while, someone will toss something my way. Oops, that's the wrong size box. I need my 20-inch box. Someone will toss something my way that does work. These, I forget where I picked them up. They might have been a binge pickup. Might have paid up at the thrift. But they're good ones. Crepe soles are also something you're looking for. Anytime it has that kind of crepe sole, it's going in. Kind of like the Vibram. There we go. That's the right size box. Those will fit just nicely. Some good crush. Oh, we got somebody chiming into chat, but I'm away from my computer. One of these days, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get my big, beautiful monitor that's up there that I can see from way down here when I'm packing. But thank you for chiming in. It's good to have people in chat. People catching it live. I know it's early in a lot of parts of the world. It's early in my part of the world. But about half the people I know that tuned in around here are from overseas, not in the U.S. And we're very happy to have you too. All right. Oh, Artie Mike, you're back. Good to see you. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're finding good stuff too. With your, what was it, 9,000 listing store? You've probably been in the game a while. 5 pounds. Let's get this guy out of here. That is out. Yeah, we got a late start this morning. If you're just joining, I had coffee with a friend. He texted me and I said, absolutely. Do you follow Don, the auction professor, or Tekken Sports? I'm a big Tekken Sports fan. He's a great guy, does wonderful work. And so, yes, I do follow Tekken Sports. Auction Professor, I'm aware of, but I've not seen as much of his stuff. So it's been a while since I've seen any of the Auction Professor stuff. But yes, Tekken Sports, in my opinion, is the GOAT. That man is a workhorse who does just about everything right and crushes it. And I appreciate what he's got to say. I know not everybody will feel that way, but that's my opinion. Welch Allen, I usually don't sell medical stuff, but this I made an exception for because no one's gonna die using this. This is just to check people's ears out. Goes on the top of the, I think the fiber optic light, and they check in people's ears. It's a otoscope. So picked this up at the estate of that medical officer. That looks pretty clean, looks pretty good. Put that it was untested, but shouldn't cause any problems if someone's buying this. Like usually, from what I understand, these things don't break very easily, and you can replace the top bulb. So if anything, the bulb might be burnt out. But for 48 bucks, we'll throw it out there. I'm in it a few bucks. I forget exactly what I paid. I paid I think kind of a lot price for a bunch of different old medical stuff. That's most of it was more of like collectible, antique kind of stuff. But this one is actually usable. Are you a paid member of Tekken Sports? Yeah, I'm over in his group. He's a good guy. And I'll give him the free bump, the free solicitation. That totally worth it. I mean, you're never gonna beat that guy's group. He's got a lot of good information, a lot of good stuff, a lot of good people in there. So All right, done. Also a fan of, while I'm shouting people out, Pure Hustle Podcast. They're the guys that got me started in this whole adventure. They don't, excuse me, don't do as much anymore, but I am coordinating with them on their podcast these days, helping out in their channel. Yeah, Pure Hustle Podcast is also good. So many good resellers out there, so many good channels. Some bad ones too, but we're going to leave them unnamed. Nike Air Max Flyknit shoes. Oh, I got to pull them up over here. These sold, I took an offer for 20 bucks. They've been listed for a year almost, so I'm glad to see these go. I don't know what took these so long. They've sold other ones that like them instantly. So let's go find these. June 19th. Everything is date-based around here. There they are. And my June section is really shrinking, which is good. Getting room for new stuff. I think if I continue listing at the rate I am, I'm going to have to throw up another shelving unit here soon. These are the correct ones. Oh, wait, size 8.5. I'll have to throw up a new shelving unit here soon. I'm actually I'm very excited for estate sales, very excited for garage sales, but I'm also dreading bringing everything in. I'm running out of room. I've just got too much good stuff lately. This is a great problem to have. And my storage unit is not nearly empty. So I got some work to do. I got to get more things listed. But it's so hard when there's such good opportunity next to me. I have to keep bringing it in. And no, not bringing it in and hoarding it. Some people use that as an excuse. They say, oh, well, I'm just so good at sourcing. I have to keep bringing stuff in. No, you don't. You're not selling anything. But for me, I'm doing all right. Now it's more about getting picky with what I'm buying. Haha, yes, Popeyes. Good to see you again, sir. Yeah, no, it's good. I got the microphone, so now I can wander around my shop and still be heard, which has been a big bonus. So it's not awkward. I just leave everyone hanging for a second or two. And yeah, we're still doing the live packs. Like I said from the beginning here, we're doing 30 of these at least to get my feet wet and see if it's something I want to continue doing. And so far, it's been a good experience. It's been fun. Meeting a lot of cool people. Got people coming in from all over the world. One gal that catches me every day from Australia. She's been really great. And so yeah, we're still doing this thing. How's things for you today, Popeyes? All right, got that going. Any cool cardboard going out? Let's see. Got that at 2 pounds. It's got a receiver that plugs into my USB-C port on the computer. It is the Rode Micro. I don't know. I just did a little quick research, and I guess it's one a lot of podcasters use for like on the street interview kind of things. 13 by 7 by 5. 13 by 7 by 5. $610 on a postcard. That's insane. I got to go check that out. That's a good hit. What kind of postcard sells for $610? What do they call them? Real photo? It had to be like a certain place. Signed by a certain person or something like that. That's awesome. 610. I just like to be aware of the low-hanging fruit or like the big hitters in every category. I don't know jack about postcards. What do we got? All right, that's good. Flyknit shoes heading out. Like I said, most of my sales today were shoes. Got some Sorels. Bought those lovely display inserts for those. A 1910s printed card of the leader or overseer of Egypt. That'll do it. Yep, that's awesome. That's cool. Probably not even marked with him, you know. It probably wasn't signed The leader overseer of Egypt. It probably just some dude's picture that you knew and figured out. On auction. Ooh, auction. That's it. That's even better. Yeah, because on the all it takes is 2 people, right? 316. Let's grab these. All it takes is 2 people, and those can go crazy. But it's always a risk, right? Did you start it high? I don't know. Do you like to start those like low, just knowing it's going to go, or do you start those around $300-400 wherever you're happy to see it go? There's my sorrels. See, look at that! I can walk away from my computer. It's like magic. It's like I never left. Okay. Making sure these are the right ones. Oh, shoot. I didn't put a soul picture in. That's not a good sign. I'm going to clean that soul up a little bit more because I did not put a soul picture. Why didn't I do that? I must have missed it in my listing processes for whatever reason. I'm going to quickly brush the souls off because they are a little dirty. And this person's going to be upset if they never got a good picture of that soul. Yeah, because I was looking at the soul because that's what I usually do is like, okay, if I can check the soul out, I know if I have like 3 or 4 pairs of this, that soul's going to be the same. Yeah, that won't be too bad. Then I can quickly identify it. Those were a little more than I usually let go. All right, not too bad. There's one, a little bit of dirt. Not too bad. 316, sling back shoes. I'll throw them in a box to up the presentation value on these, even though it's a lower dollar sale. Popeye said he started at 22 bucks. Paid less than a quarter for it, so 10x my money would be good. And okay, and you start them where you'd be happy with. Okay, that's a good strategy. Starting your auctions where if you only get 1 bidder, you're still happy. Never ever start auctions. Never ever start auctions at 99 cents. I do. I start auctions at 99 cents, but the caveat is it's when it's categories I know are like lots that people are going to buy and break up and make some money. So like, for instance, I have 3 auctions running right now at 99 cents for video games, right? Because it's like a lot of 100+ video games I know are going to get bid up. I'll do the same thing with ephemera, and I'll start the ephemera super low, just 99 cents, knowing that, I'm going to get a few people in on that. I think only once ever in my eBay career have I sold something actually at 99 cents on auction. And I forget what it even was. It was something stupid. It might have been an ephemera lot actually, but for something like video games, I'm actually listing those up. But I can imagine for postcards that would be a dumb decision. All right. I just want to make these look a little nicer because I don't think they I did not realize that I didn't get a soul picture for whatever reason on those. $610. That's insane. It's good to head out. Artie Mike is asking, okay. Whoa. Never ever start at 99 cents. Heading out today. 3 more pairs of shoes going out today. Like I've already said, I listed a lot of shoes yesterday, and when you list in a category, that category sells. I need to restock my Rolo. Ooh, reprint that one. I don't like the way that looks. I'm on the bottom of the barrel of my, I got a restock here for labels. Throw another stack of labels in the printer. I gotta order some of these today. Beautiful. What's going on next? The Merrills. I've been listed about a month. Got full price, 21 bucks. They were men's. Of course, they do a lot better, but these women's, I'll still take a $20 bill. Something I believe was a bins pickup for a couple bucks. That's looking better. Now these guys can go out. Yeah, now that we're getting into summer and spring and summer, we're going to see more of these hiking and trail shoes kind of go. Let's find these 310. I do not list for seasonality, but incidentally, you'll sometimes sell things because of the season. But I just list by category as it comes in. I find I'd rather just have everything listed and good to go than try to wait for the perfect timing to try to get it up on eBay. Although I see the merit, because they're there. I see the merit in trying to list seasonality, because eBay is really pushing the listings that are more recent. The listed and forget it for most categories isn't really the way eBay operates anymore. Unless you're like long tail, I guess, with like media or ephemera, postcards, whatever it is. I suppose those are different worlds, but for the clothing, for the shoes, I mean, even just like your video games or things that are going to go quick. eBay definitely is rewarding the more recent listings. Delist and relist is actually a thing. Delist and sell similar, I should say, is an actual thing. But if that's how I have to run my business to actually move stuff, that's not what I want to be in. I want to be in things that will move without me having to play games like that. All right, let's go ahead and get, oops, I messed that up. Wrong screen. Yeah, Merrills and Sorels are bread and butter in my neck of the woods. Tighten that up. And get it in the second bag. Well, with it being Easter weekend, I do not think we have a lot of yard and estate sales hitting over here. Maybe in your neck of the woods you have a few more. But for me, I want to say there's one estate this weekend, and it doesn't even look that good. I'm excited, though. Coming up after Easter is when they really start hitting. They really start pumping around here. So, not that I need more stuff. I've got plenty to be listing. But I'm really excited to get going. Have you considered live on eBay? I find the coin and card guys are like high pressure used cars guys. Yes. What is it? Someone said it to me the other day. They put it perfectly in one of the groups I'm in. They said, I don't want to watch ADHD QVC sellers. Like like honestly, all of those, it's like hype. Yeah, let's go, fire. Like, I don't know. That's not for me. 1210 by 6. I'm not into that. Yeah, eBay Live, I don't know. You know, there's a lot of money to be made in live selling. It's probably not for me, but there's a lot of money. If you're able to move a lot of stuff and move it fast, then yeah, absolutely go for it. And you do have to build a community. The live selling thing is all about building a community, 100%. And then there's storage locker guys that's their game now. You know, it doesn't even hit the flea market. It just goes straight onto Whatnot or whatever. I think eBay Live is going to be a little more curated, though, than what we've seen with Whatnot. I think they're trying to go a different route, but I don't know. Do all the roads just lead to the same place? Are we going to have just these high-pressure used car guy sellers like you're putting Artie Mike? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I've had just like I've had people tell me for years that hey, you really should get on YouTube, and now I'm finally giving it a shot. I've had people tell me I should really get on Whatnot, and I don't know. I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is I can take all the shoes that are over a year old in my store and try to move them that way. But you know, like look at this next one, swims. Like I got a $50 for a pair of swims loafers. These guys have been listed since November. If I were to throw these on Whatnot, I'd have to find the right, or eBay Live. I'd have to find the right buyer that wants a size 10, that wants swims, that wants, you know, this print. They're not going to pay $50. I'd rather just hold it. I'd rather find the right person that's going to buy these things and going to pay a good price than to try to, you know, be hype. But I think it's a different crowd. I think it's a different audience on the live selling sites. And since these are new, we're throwing them in a box. So yeah, for me, I'm not doing any of the live selling. I'm keeping it as an idea on the back burner. But I think that I would have to do bigger buyouts. I would have to have a lot more stuff to move and really just change my business model if I ever were to go down the live route. So those will fit just nicely. These swims I got from a Facebook Marketplace pickup. It's a more of an obscure brand, a smaller brand. I think they might only be, are they exclusive? They might be exclusively online. I don't know if they're in stores or not, but they do pretty good. They take a while to sell. Obviously, it took 4 months to sell. But on this Marketplace pickup, supposedly the guy, you know, I have to take him for what he said, is his uncle had a photo shoot with them. And I guess he did some photography for the company and had some old stock from like a shoot he did a while back that were all sample pairs. So that part of the story checks out because they were all labeled sample pairs. And so it was like, I don't know, 20 pairs. Yeah, I think it was 18 pairs or something like that. I don't know. We paid about $10 a pair for all of these new sample pair swims. I've been getting anywhere from, you know, $20 to $80. Some of the boots I got $80 a pop. You know, this was a great sale. Probably would have taken a offer on this too. 12 by 10 by 4. But getting $50 full price is a sweet deal for those. 12 by 10 by 4. Popeye's the best he's ever watched on Whatnot. John has a soothing voice, not high pressure, and great return on his ROI. Awesome. Yeah, he's told me he's moved stuff on Whatnot before. Moving like the bigger boxes of cards and things like that maybe he's not putting in his store. So there's definitely a market for it. There's definitely, you know, a need for it. I think one thing that's probably helped Popeyes too, you know, and I don't know if he's still hanging out, he can speak to it. You know, building that audience, running tandem with the YouTube is probably relevant. You know, he's got a lot of people that watch him for the postcard content that he's going to be able to also foster that community and give them good deals in the postcard world too. So, you know, it all goes hand in hand. It all works together. But just for me as an everything guy, it's definitely a different game. Got some Justin boots going out. These boots were listed in February, so we've got about a month on them, which is what I like to see. They are looking pretty clean. Let's grab these guys. They might go in a bag, they might go in a box. 2, 13, 26. Yep, rodeo season, I guess, is going to be coming up. Everyone's going to want to look like a cowboy. These are on the other side of this shelf because I moved them. So I move a lot of boots through my store. Goodness gracious. Okay. Are you my Justins? No, you're my Tony Llamas. Tony Llamas. I sell Justins. I sell Double H. Are you my Justins? You are my Justins. Circle G. Horsepower. Cheyenne. What am I missing? All the boots. See if I can see these. These are the right ones. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll grab a box for these. I'll go ahead and throw them in a box. They're kind of some cool fashion ones. Yeah, another reason I've thought about getting a booth would be to move boots like this that don't sell as well on eBay. I find unbranded cool boots all the time around here. And it's a shame that I don't pick them up. Because selling unbranded items on eBay is really tough. It takes forever, especially in the shoes and clothing categories. Lots of people are looking for Justin. Lots of people are looking for Tony Lama. Not a lot of people are looking for black boot, wedge heel, decorations, you know, rodeo, Western. Like, you throw all the keywords in there, but most people are looking for a strong brand to start. Put that in there. I will be hitting up the bins here in a little bit. Yesterday, I got stuck at the bins because they kept bringing out good stuff. And when they keep bringing out good stuff, I can't leave. So I picked up some nice, like a cart full of my shoes and boots. And then, of course, I do tons of books. And they were bringing out 3 new tubs of books. One nice lady said, "Oh yeah, these came out the other day. I thought of you." She pulled out a book set, the Bible story. They're like these blue hardcover vintage book sets. And when they're complete, they're about 60, 70 bucks you can get from those things from the full set. And I'm paying $5 for the whole set for the basket. It was near complete. I'll get about 40 bucks out of it. And she was just nice enough to just hand it my way. So, as I've said before, heard a smart man once say, pursue people, not the products, because the more relationships you have in this game, the better you can do. So if someone just tossed me 40 bucks in the bins, I'll take it. So hopefully we're still hitting there today. That's my next stop after the post office. Getting these guys out. I have a bonus pack because one came in during the stream. I cannot pull it up because I have to preload. Ugh. So I can't show you the comps on it, but it is just a silly little game. Ratchet and Clank for PS3. Got a little $10 bill here. Let's get this guy going. And I will say it, if you are catching the replay, I'd love to see you live in the mornings if you're ever able to catch it. It's about this time, Monday through Thursday. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, if you're learning things to pick up, if it's of any value to you, please give me a subscribe, a like, the little heart button. That helps push this in the algorithm for you to see more content that's similar and helps me so that other people can find it. So please do that if you haven't already. I'm also considering throwing in random weekend packs. I've found that my Mondays have gotten a little busy since doing this. And when I'm packing 40 items on a Monday, it's kind of tough to do a 2-3 hour pack live and still make all the things I want to do. So keep an eye out for those. I might turn the camera on in the weekend too. All right, we're gonna make $1 on shipping there. And we are committing to 30 sessions of this, and then we'll see where the channel goes from there. But I'm having fun. It's always great to talk to people. Artie Mike, it's great to have you in here. Popeyes, it was great for you to pop around. Anybody else hanging out? I appreciate the support. And hopefully, you've seen a thing or two that you can pick up in your neck of the woods. So with that, I'm out of here. I got to get these to the post office. I got to get to the bins. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time I turn the camera on.